Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 22 through the 28th. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of those dates, don't you worry, my darlings. You were brought here when it was time for you to receive the messages that are in this reading. These are general readings, so every single message may not resonate, but take the ones that do and leave the rest. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's go ahead and see what messages are coming up for our darling Aquarius friends. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your first card here, my darlings, is the Ace of Swords. This is very positive, right? This is also in the element of air, your element. You guys are air signs. Now, the Ace of Swords, a lot of the times, is going to come up when there is something here about a truth being revealed or some kind of an epiphany. A lot of the times, I see the Ace of Swords come up for people who are going through some type of crown chakra clearing, crown chakra opening up. So you might begin to see that all of a sudden you're seeing solutions to where once you were seeing nothing but problems, or you're coming up with a new approach, a new way of kind of coming at something that's been really stressing you out, and you're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of this before? Don't beat yourself up about it. You thought about it when you were ready to take action, and so just take it as it comes. Those of you that are experiencing crown chakra opening up, you may be having migraines, you may be feeling tingling, or like I don't want to say buzzing, but like I guess tingling sensation in the scalp or in the forehead, or sometimes migraines, like I said. If these are persistent, if they don't seem to be going away, I always think it's a good idea to go to a doctor just to make sure there isn't something more, like something that needs to be addressed medically. It might be a good idea to get it checked out if it's something that's being really persistent. But sometimes migraines, pressure in the head, tingling in the scalp, in the head can be symptoms that come along with this crown chakra clearing and opening up. Okay, thinking more efficiently, finding a way to do things in an easier way, right? The old saying, working smarter, not harder, that's definitely an element here with the Ace of Swords. Many of you Aquarius are also overcoming limiting beliefs, beliefs that were very limiting or fear-based, that have been blocks for you and things that you're trying to manifest. A lot of Aquarius, you guys, there was this repeating message coming up for you guys for several months that a lot of Aquarius are going through a heart chakra opening up. So as your heart is opening up to receive, now there's this whole kind of crown chakra clearing that's helping clear out the negative thoughts or the negative beliefs that have maybe made it difficult to manifest now that you're ready to receive. So it's like it's all catching up with each other. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Knight of Cups. This is a popular card. This has been coming up for a few of the different signs. If you're watching your moon and rising, some of you may have seen this come up a few times now. So this is Spirit's way of saying, listen, pay attention to this message. Okay, now I know Knight of Cups gets a bad rap when it comes to tarot readings because so many people are used to watching tarot readings that only focus on love and romance. And this is not a love and romance reading. If you're looking for a love and romance reading, I have love readings linked in the description of the video. You can definitely check those out after if you'd like. But even in love readings, the poor Knight of Cups gets a bad rap. Oh, player. Oh, womanizer. And yeah, sure, it can mean that sometimes. But there's so many layers to the cards. And the Knight of Cups is going to be someone who is on that quest for inspiration, for beauty, for, you know, accomplishing something, right? It's a sense of adventure almost. And I was talking about opening up to receive, and one of the things that happens, and I forget, was it Sagittarius that came up for? You guys will have to let me know in the comments, those of you that saw the video. This is coming in with a very similar message. Let me explain. So the Knight of Cups is the quest for beauty, right? Seeing the beauty around you, pursuing that which is beautiful. And a lot of people are always asking and they're saying, how do I raise my vibration? I keep, hearing that you got to raise your vibration and come into a higher vibration. And, how do I be a high vibe person? And the answer is very simple. But we have such a hard time doing it. And the answer is to be in our joy, to be in the things that give us inspiration, that make us happy, to well wish for others, to wish well for others, to wish well for ourselves. And so one of the things that happens when we're opening up to receive, especially if we've been blocked in terms of abundance for a long time, one of the first ways we begin to receive is we begin to notice and we begin to see the beauty all around us. Okay, it's almost as if you're in your body experiencing color and light and everyday things around you for the first time. Like, I never noticed, how beautiful the stoplights were on the bus ride home. I never noticed how pretty all the brake lights look in the traffic. I never noticed how pretty those flowers or those plants were that are pushing out through the cracks in the concrete, right? We all of a sudden begin to see beauty in very simple things around us. This is one of the ways in which we open up to receive. So I feel like this seeing beauty, this feeling inspired is one way that a lot of you are beginning to open up to call in abundance, but also raising the vibration and pursuing the things that inspire you, that bring you joy, that make you happy. I know some of you, and I sense this, Aquarius, some of you are watching this reading and you're like, I don't care, I'm going to turn it into a love reading. I don't care, I'm going to look at the cards, I'm going to put them together myself because I know what the cards mean, and I'm going to apply this to my love situation. For those of you who are insisting on doing that, I want to say something about the Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups doesn't go for low-hanging fruit, okay? Knight of Cups is on a quest to, accomplish, to conquer, but like in a romantic, beautiful, poetic, artistic, inspirational kind of way. So they're going to go after somebody that they see hard to get, right? Someone who's not just going to go for just anybody, and they're going to want to put you up on that pedestal and win you over. Okay, so and then there's the whole validation thing, and then the high of it wears off, and then they got to go find validation again, right? But you're not being sought after because you're low vibration. You're being sought after because you're a pretty good catch, and they know that you're not just going to go jumping to anybody. And so it's the thrill of it. Okay, so know that and understand that it's not a vibration thing. But anyway, messages apply to different ones of you in different ways. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Four of Cups. So Four of Cups comes up when we're not satisfied with a situation, or we're not happy with what we are getting out of it, right? You're noticing beauty, you're seeing stuff around you, and some of you can't help but say, why can't I have those beautiful things, right? Or why can't I be happier? Or why can't I be doing something more creative? You might be feeling a sense of frustration, right? And whereas before, Aquarius, I feel a lot of you, the moment in the second you had that feeling or that thought, you were like, I can't do that. I can't be negative. Nope, 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 nope. I'm going to be positive instead. I'm not going to think that way. But what happens is we begin to push things down. We begin to repress things. So we think we're being positive, but we're just pushing negativity down. Well, your heart chakra has been opening up for a while. We know this in the previous readings. Your crown chakra is opening up, so your thinking is clearing. You're coming into this desire for happiness and beauty and inspiration. And so this unsatisfied feeling that you're feeling with this Four of Cups is actually a good thing, and I'll tell you why. It's helping you come into a healthy sense of entitlement. How come sometimes you see terrible, awful people and they're able to manifest and they're able to live a happy, successful, comfortable life? Then you see a good person with a kind heart who's always sacrificing for other people, and they have a very hard life, and they are, you know, just like scraping and like, you know, a lot of challenges to get by. Why? How come that horrible person has such an easy life and has everything that they want, but that good person is struggling all the time? The reason is because that person who has a lot, even though they might not be a nice person, even though they might not even be a good person, they have a lot because they are like, I deserve it. I deserve to have this. They feel fully and completely entitled to have that. They don't even question it, right? It's not even negotiable. They don't see any reason why they're not going to have that, or why they don't deserve that. Whereas the good person might always say, you know what, it's okay, let other people go before me, right? Then we're putting a contract out to the universe that, you know what, let others have it, let me go without. Well, guess what? You can be a good person, you can be a kind person, and have that healthy sense of entitlement to say, you know what, I deserve better. I deserve this too. But not to feel it with bitterness, not to feel it with resentment. Because when we're resentful, we block ourselves. But if you start feeling that discontentment and say, hey, you know what? No, 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 no. I deserve more than this. I deserve better than this. You're making a new agreement with the universe. You're raising the vibration that this is what is, you know, going to come to me, right? So this discontentment or this not being satisfied, don't be quick to label it as being negative, right? Because it's helping you come into that realizing what you deserve and energetically having that energy put out there so that you're able to continue to call in or to manifest. I feel there's a lot of manifestation blocks that are being removed here in the energies in the coming week. Your next card here is the Devil. We talked about blocks. Okay? And here we have the Devil card. So this is a major arcana card. The major arcana cards come up when we're at a significant crossroads, when we're in like approaching a defining chapter in our life. So this isn't going to be something that's only going to last a week. This is going to be an energy that's around for a while. Okay? And because this is a general reading, this card can apply in different ways. For some of you, it's coming up to say that you've been putting far, far, far too much importance on like a material status or material level or title, you know, the pursuits of the ego. And hence maybe that's why you had the Knight of Cups, instead of, you know, to move away from the ego and to do that which brings pleasure and joy to the heart and inspiration. Sometimes when the Devil comes up, we're stressing way too much about money. We're putting way too much importance on it, or having way too much fear in our life that, you know, everything is gonna go bad and we're so stupid and we're not good enough. All of that kind of negative self-talk, which is interesting because your first talk here was your first card here was Ace of Swords, which I said is like the crown chakra clearing, right? The limited beliefs being removed. So you're going to be doing really well for a while. Then all of a sudden, boom, bam, you're getting hit with that negative self-talk again, where it's just that inner voice that's just, you know, putting you down and making you feel like you should give up. This happens when we're about to have a massive breakthrough. When we're close to having a massive breakthrough, that's when the negative ego comes in the loudest and is like, give up now. This is hopeless. This is stupid. Like, the louder that voice is, the closer you are to the breakthrough. The negative ego is terrified of change and doesn't want us to change, especially if the changes are going to positively influence people around us or help other people. Then it's a bunch of people that are going to change, and ego doesn't like change. So when you find that all of a sudden this is coming in like in a very intense way, just remind yourself and say, man, I must be so close. I must be so close that I'm having the negative ego come in so hard. But I feel a lot of you are going to be overcoming that negative self-talk. I also feel like a lot of you are having this really massive karmic tie with the person that implanted this negative self-talk to begin with. And I don't mean implanted it in like an alien kind of, technological spyware kind of way. That's not what I'm saying, guys. That is not what I'm saying at all. Let me clarify what I mean by this. That negative self-talk, we learn it, we hear it. So at some point in your childhood, there was an adult that either always talked to themselves in that way and you picked up on it, right? Like they made a mistake. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? And then you repeat, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Like you pick up the pattern. Or they were just very critical, very, hard on you. And so that constant criticism became that record in your head. So not only are you breaking out of it when the negative ego starts to play it to keep you from changing, but I feel you're also cutting a cord or an attachment with the person that caused you to have this in the first place, the parental figure or the adult. And you might have something karmic with this person. We tend to think of karmic soulmates only as like something romantic, but no, you can have a karmic soulmate who's a friend, who's a relative. It's not always about romance. And so you're cutting some cord or breaking some contract to the extent, Aquarius, I feel many of you are cutting it in such an intense way that you're never going to have to repeat any future lives with this person ever again. I feel you're cutting this cord in all directions of time, past, present, future, every which way. Like you are just completely and totally disconnecting from it. Your next card here, my dears, is the Five of Swords. And I just got chills here. And I'll tell you why, right? A lot of you have heard me talk about the Five of Swords in terms of somebody that's triggering you, right? And this might be why the negative self-talk is coming in. Somebody sees that you're becoming more positive or you're about to take some big step in your life and they want to come in and they want to cut you back down to size and keep you from getting a big head and, make you feel like you can't do this or like you're being pretentious in some kind of way. So some of you are getting triggered into that negative self-talk space mentally, okay? And I always say with the Five of Swords, when this happens, when somebody's triggering you, step aside for a minute and journal this out. What did they say? What did they do? Why did it upset me? How did it make me feel about myself? Who else in my life before, like in my earlier life, has made me feel this way before? Why do I think they're doing this to me? Why do I think they're making me feel this way or behaving in this way? Once you have all of that written out, take some time to try to forgive the person, forgive yourself, right? If you feel upset for, giving this person a chance or getting involved with them or letting it get to you, or you regret a way that you responded, or you regret that you let this person know that they got to you in the first place, whatever it might be that you're feeling weird about, release that for yourself and then write out how you want to feel instead moving forward, how you choose to believe about yourself instead moving forward. If you do this, you're going to eliminate the triggers, and the next time in the future this person, any person that tries to push that button, they're going to push and push and push and push and they're not going to be able to find it because it's going to be gone. You're not going to have that trigger anymore. But the reason why I chuckled when I flipped this card over is because this card can also mean the burning of bridges, right? It can mean that, you choose your battles, a little thing can become a big thing. But when we had the whole element here of cutting cords in all directions of time, for me, this is confirmation that you are forever burning this bridge, okay? There is a situation or a person that you are forever eliminating from your life, not just in this life, but it's almost as if, it's really funny. It's like, the movie Back to the Future, when I was gonna say Alex Keaton, that was his name from Family Ties, when Michael J. Fox is looking at the photograph and it's like his sister starts disappearing and he starts disappearing, like you're erasing this energy from your previous experiences even. Like, that's how massively you're cutting this cord. It's as if it's just like you're wiping it out like it never even happened. And so you guys are burning a bridge. I really do feel that, Aquarius. You guys are burning a massive bridge, but a lot of you are just like, oh God, thank you, finally, I've been wanting to do this forever. And it's like, now that you're ready, it's happening. You're releasing yourself from limited beliefs. You're knowing your worthiness and your deservingness. You are finding beauty and joy and happiness in life. And you know what, guys, that's a really great way of raising your vibration, because once you have a taste of being happy, like enjoying your day or feeling inspired, you have less and less tolerance for anybody coming in with negativity. And that's going to give you the not just the courage, but just the ability to just kind of cut it off. Like, get out of here. Get out of here with that. You know, so a lot of you are breaking away from energy in that way. Be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those might resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. All of that's listed in the description as well. Don't forget to check out the love readings. For those of you that want to check out the love readings, those are linked in the description as well. Thanks for watching, my darlings. Bye.